What's going on? It's your brother T-Vocal, the host in the building. And yes, it is another episode of Music City Podcast. And I have a lady today. When I tell you, someone that shine bright like a diamond. Come on with that smile. Listen, give it up to Sarah Gardner in the building. What's up?
Man,
How you doing?
Me. I'm doing really well.
Thank you for being on my show today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you. Like, seriously, you've been doing some great things. You've been doing some great things since high school. Like, seriously.
Thank you so much.
Real talk. And I love how humble you are. I love that you understand and you understood. Yes, I love Shreveport, but I need to get up out of here and to expand my musicianship.
Yes.
And then come back. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about all of it today. We're going to talk about what school you went to and all that good stuff. But thank you for coming on. I just had to just give you your flowers before we get into everything. But thank you for just all you do.
Thank you for having me.
People watching, seriously. I've been watching for a long time. Shout out to your dad and your sister being in the building today. Mike G in the building, one of the baddest bass players on this side of heaven, huh? Yes, he don't play no games, I promise you. Yeah. So y'all check out the Gardner family. When I tell you this is a talented family, they like the Jacksons. Like the Jacksons and the Wayans, those families, you know what I'm saying? So we got one of those families in Shreveport, so shout out to the Gardner family.
Thank you.
Let's get to it. So tell everybody what inspired you to play this nice sax that she got behind us. What inspired you to even pick that up?
So I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
First off, I started on drums. A lot of people don't know.
Okay. See, that's why we're here today.
I started off playing drums at the age of 3 years old.
Okay.
And then from there, I was watching my dad when he would play when I was young. I was like, I want to play something. I got to play something.
Yeah.
So I started playing drums, and then it wasn't until it was right after Mr. Mims had passed away, Keontae's dad. He had sold a lot into me, I would say, from a very young age and telling me how to stay in the pocket. But it was that night after his repass, I had a dream that I would be playing saxophone.
Oh, wow.
And I would say God showed me on stage, and I didn't know how I was doing some of the things that I was doing. I got to the 6th grade. I said, I got to get a saxophone. I want to play saxophone. So after that, they were doing a mouthpiece test that they make you do, be like, depending on how your mouth is shaped and all of that kind of stuff. I wasn't trying to hear all that.
Right.
So I said, Daddy, we got to go buy a saxophone today because he's finna try to do this, to do this test, and I'm gonna tell him, I can't take it back. I already got it. So then that's when I started playing. And I actually started off by playing by ear.
Okay.
And I would fake like I was reading the music until one day they caught me, which is the importance of learning to do both.
So you did the drumline thing, because on drumline, how Devin Miles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
how he was
right.
he was very talented. He could play by ear, but he didn't know how to read music. So that's what you did, huh?
Yeah.
So so you telling me that you was at home just playing with the saxophone, learning it, and you're going to school, and when they start playing, you wasn't even.
No, I wasn't paying attention at all. I was just like, he had played a line one time. Shout out to Mr. Quirls, because that was my old band director in middle school.
Come on.
But it wasn't until he put sheet music in front of my face and told us all to read it, and we had never heard the melody before. And I had got mad because I went all the way from first chair to 5th chair. And I said, I'm finna get this down packed because ain't nobody finna be sitting in front of me.
Facts,
not
right.
on my watch. So I began to learn, and I was like going and getting tutoring I learned from Eddie Spencer, and he taught me a lot too. And then shout out to also Larry Pearson and Mr. Roy Gibson, and they instilled a lot into me too. And then from there on, I got on in it, and I was just like, I'm going to be the best at both. I don't care what you put in my face, and learn to get better, but also be humble, because in that moment it taught me, don't take your talent for granted. And just because you sitting there in first doesn't mean that the less talented person can come and take your spot.
Right.
So that's when I learned in that moment. I was like, nah, I got to be on all my P's and Q's.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was introduced to Yazzie Theater Performing Arts.
So before you get to, so let's talk, since you're talking about it right now. So talk about Yazzie. What is Yazzie?
So Yazzie is a theater and performing arts program here in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Come on. Yes.
And I will tell you, get your children involved.
Come on.
Get off of all this technology. Learn something. Learn how to play something. Learn how to act, because they have different acting programs. They have different professionals down here to teach you. And they also have it for artists, people who like to draw and acting. And it all comes together. You can learn all of that. And I've seen so many of us who came from Yazzie, and everyone is successful.
Willie Jones?
Yes.
That's one of them. You know what I'm saying? You saw that he did a song with Beyonce. So even from, and he's singing country music. So
exactly.
So it's all different type of genres and style that you can pick up in Yazzie, correct?
Yes, correct. Because you got your R&B, contemporary. Jazz is what I went to study, because I was like, I want to know more. And sometimes, like my dad was like, we're going to put you in a program that has that for you, because sometimes we don't know everything.
Facts.
The thing to do is to put your child in something so other people can educate them. And then also with the influence of church, and then you put the jazz together, boy, I tell you, you got something else. And then also being humble and anointed. Like, I'm just grateful.
She said it. Humble and anointed. Sometimes people be anointed, but be very arrogant.
Can't be that way.
Can't be like that. So you got to be humble, right?
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to say this one thing. Like my grandpa said, you can be a star, but in the next moment you ain't doing right, you can be a falling star.
Come on.
So you don't want to be a falling star.
You want to keep continue to shine bright like a diamond, like you're doing. Most definitely, yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. That's what's up. So in the midst of you learning these things, was it hard for you to just adapt? Because if you say, like, because I'm a musician, and most musicians, I don't even, probably your dad probably started like, playing by ear, but most of us, we started playing by ear. Church musicians, it started at the church. We didn't have Yazzie, so you know what I'm saying, we got our training in church,
right?
And we had the what's the song? Okay, and okay, that's the beat, and just go with it, or even the bass player. Oh, that's okay, I got it. So what made you to decide to, what? Okay, yes, I got this. I got the church, and I'm doing this. But what made you even go even further? Where once I get out of high school, I want to take my talent somewhere else. I want to. What made you? Was it your parents instilling that in you, or was it just something that you just continued to just be around great people, and you knew I need to get up out of Shreveport to just level up even more in what I do?
To be honest with you, it was a mixture of both.
Okay.
And also, we didn't have a lot of social media like back in like the 2010s and 12s and stuff like that. But I was like, I want to go to a school where I can do me and also educate myself and put people who are better than me around me. So when I was in 7th grade is when I saw it was Esperanza Spalding, and she was playing bass, and I was like, that is so cool. And I'm like, she's on Disney Channel, like all of the major. I'm like, every time I turn the TV on, I'm seeing this lady everywhere. So I'm like, she's doing this, she playing bass and she's singing. I gotta find out what school did she go to. And also when I was in 7th grade, I got a chance to meet Neo, and I was like, what is the best school for musicians to go to if they want to be successful and get in the realm in that circle of people? And he told me the Berklee College of Music. So I started doing my research all the way from 7th grade to 12th grade on how to get in and making different connections. We even have people here, Brian Blade, who went to Berklee, and then you also have what is his name?
What's the organist?
Yes, I know his name. Daddy, what's his name? You gotta help me out.
Help us out. Blake, no, not Blakely.
No. Dennis Montgomery.
That's it, Dennis Montgomery. That's it.
Yes, Dennis Montgomery
Yes.
who went there.
Yes.
So
and
yeah,
he also became a
he's a professor.
Professor, right?
Yeah,
so
he's
he was
over
a student.
Yep.
And then a professor. Come on.
Yeah, he's
So,
over the gospel department there at the school. He's running all the ensembles and stuff and introducing people to what we know that's like, oh, that's just easy in church does. But for those people, that's unfamiliar to them. So they're seeing something different. So we're all experiencing something that's different from home based. So yeah.
So from 7th grade all the way, wow, you was researching.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go.
Up, yeah.
I said, I gotta go. And then you write it down. You write everything that you want down. And I prayed on. I said, Lord, I want to make it to this school.
Write the vision, make it plain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ended up, I remember the day I got the acceptance letter,
How'd you
I was
feel?
like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, me? I was like, I did it. But I'm like, yeah, I did it with the help of God and my parents.
So if anybody that say, you know what? Oh, wow, she's from here. Oh, wow. How do I get in Berklee? So what is the process of even getting to Berklee? What do you have to do?
So they have a different round of auditions that you can do in the fall, spring, and summer.
Okay.
And I will say this, just because you don't do great the first round doesn't mean not to try out the second round, because you still have an opportunity for scholarships.
Okay.
So don't stop trying.
Yeah.
What I did particularly is that I played a Charlie Parker piece, and then I also played something that I was comfortable with to show my versatility, because that's what they want to see is versatility on when you get in. But the importance too, guess what? They don't care if you don't know how to read music, because they're going to teach you that once you get in there, because you got to remember, you got people coming in from different backgrounds.
Right.
Then they do an ear training test on you. They play something on the piano. You have to articulate it back or sing it back. That was the process. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, cool. So I felt good about the whole audition.
Yeah.
And then they ask you, why do you want to come to this school? Where do you see yourself? How can you contribute to this program here at this school and make it grow into something even more?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the process. It was a lot, but it was good.
Yeah. I mean, I believe anything like that. I mean, it has to be a process. You know, Berklee is the mecca of musicians. There's so many. I know one. Is that where? What's that band? Fruity Loops? Or Fruity Loops? This is one of those bands. They came from Berklee, but they do a lot of arrangements.
Snarky.
They do a lot of, I don't know if it's fruit something. I forgot the name of them, but I know they're from Berklee. This is probably about 5 years ago. But they do they was doing a lot of, especially during like COVID, they were doing like a lot of arrangements of people's songs.
Do you know their names? I may know.
I don't. You probably would.
If I see their faces, I know, because then they'd be like, oh yeah, they're in that group. Like, oh,
but I know that those kids all of them was from Berklee.
Yeah.
So that's just amazing to just to see that, because I was like, oh wow, I see. Okay, you just can't just be a scrub and talk about I want to play at Berklee. No, this is the best of the best. Like,
yeah, you have to be on your toes.
Yeah.
You have, but I will say it's very accommodating. It's like, it's not stressful because it's something that you love to do. If it's stressful to you, maybe you don't need to be there. Maybe this is not what you need to do. But as long as you keep your mind focused and continue to be open, you will be fine. I'm telling you, because I graduated from one of the hardest department, which was music education. And I had to learn to play every single instrument. And you have to have a proficiency.
Are you serious?
Yes. You have to take a proficiency. Like, I had to play the oboe, the bassoon, trumpet, French horn, everything. And I was just like, well, I'm doing it. And I'm sitting here, I'm going back and talking to some of my old band directors, but like, how do you play this on the French horn? Because I got a proficiency. But it shapes you to know and to be in the seat of other people when you're trying to tell them what to do on their specific instrument, and knowing the anatomy and all of that stuff behind it. So yeah.
So by taking that class, is that something that you want to be a band director? So that was the reason why that you. So
actually, I want to start my own music school.
Come on, okay,
yes,
okay,
and have it to where kids can learn how to do music production, engineering.
Yeah, she does all that too. Yeah, she does all that. Yeah,
And just to become an artist themselves, you can learn classical, jazz, learn everything and shape yourself. I think that's something that we need here in Shreveport. Definitely. And we got so much talent around here. Natural talent.
Natural talent that I feel like just need just some knowledge about things.
Exactly.
You know? And knowledge is power. You know, if people understood certain things, I feel like that they would take off even more.
Right.
Not hearing from uncle or cousin tell you to do this, and when they don't know nothing.
Exactly.
But we'll hear them out, but then not go to a institute like Berklee to really get the right knowledge that we need to be successful after that. So doing this, was it very intimidating?
So the first time, I'm not gonna lie, it was a culture shock.
Okay.
I had to get used to how everything roll up there. Everything is really fast paced, but in the process, like the first day that I went, I made so many friends, friends with people from overseas. I'm from a country called Georgia. Oh my gosh, I love the way you play. I'm like, I like the way you play, and I can't believe you doing some of the stuff that you're doing on piano. I'm like, how do you play by ear? And I'm like, how you doing some of the stuff that you doing on piano? Be like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, and all we do is sharpening each other's iron. And it's not like nobody's there in competition. That's where people get things wrong, is when you're in competition with somebody and you're not doing it for the right reason. So like after like that one, I'm like, oh, this is very, very cool. Like, I can definitely like vibe and stay here. And then you also have kids from the conservatory there too, the Berklee Conservatory. So you get the classical and the rest of the other genres all mixed together. Yep.
There go my camera right there. It's on out. Listen, y'all see this is greatness right here. Greatness.
Come
on, like that's shocking. You have to learn every. Oh my God, that's a lot of instruments.
It is, but the professors that they have there are so amazing. They're like very encouraging and not like, oh, you're not da-da-da. It was like, it takes time. You can go in for office hours. It's very accommodating. And they'd be like, we can do 101. So initially you'd be like, ugh. And it was like, no, just calm down. It's okay.
So let me ask you a question. On Berklee College, so this is straight music. They don't teach you anything else. It's just straight music.
They actually do have other classes about like, I think I had a science class and I had a film scoring class. Where we like depict different films and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. So do they accommodate with dorms and things like that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have like the 160 location. That's where everybody want to stay.
Okay, why everybody want to stay at the one?
Because that's the tallest building, the glass building. It's with the Roger Brown building is what they call it now. Okay. So, and then it has all the studios in the bottom of it and stuff like that. And the cafe is all right there. It's basically in the heart of the city per se, right off of Mass. But then right next door to it, you have 150 Mass Ave, which was like the original. And that's where I stayed because to me, I'm just like, I'm glad I don't have to go down 16 flight of stairs. But there's also a lot of studios, dorms, and classrooms right there too. Then you also have 98 Hemingway, which is where I stayed. And I have a backstory for that because my first year of college, my dorm caught on fire.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. No way.
And then they have the 270 location. But yeah, that was crazy.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I was always wondering, like, what, how was Berklee? Because I mean, it's a lot of people that have to graduate from Berklee that are doing some great things, that are playing for all type of artists that you see that we look up to. So, so tell me, is Berklee really a great place for? You know what? Yes, I do want to be a drummer or pianist for this artist. You know what if I take Berklee, would this even set me up even better? Would this like really like open up the door for me just because I say, hey, I graduated from Berklee? Is that something that is that like an effect right there?
Yes, I'm not gonna say.
Come on,
right. Most definitely. Like I have a lot of classmates. They're on tour with JoJo, And I'm just like, oh wow, they drummers and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people getting opportunities. You got people playing for, some of my classmates play for T-Pain, and
great
you got
investment.
people,
So it's a great investment.
Yeah, Janelle Monáe,
Wow.
even more. Like myself, I got a chance to play with Matthew Whitaker,
Okay.
organist, and then also my good friend Alexis Moraz, and it just like it's like an effect. Warm elbows rub each other,
Yeah,
and then
right.
it's a great connect place to go if you're trying to get out there and play for professional artists. Yeah.
Because I feel like almost too, like if you're just a regular drummer just coming from whatever city he's from, he's very talented with do. But then you got someone that's very talented too, but he comes from Berklee. I feel like that people will probably play politics where, you know what, we're gonna take the guy from Berklee because we know where the lineage come from. You know from where it come, you know the lineage come from of great musicians, but also they've been taught the right way. If you understand what I'm saying.
Like I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Like they say, like it's the standard per se. Like one of my teachers was saying.
Yeah.
But I will say, don't take away from the musicians who didn't graduate from Berklee too.
Come on, facts.
Because there's some people who are there who can't. They don't necessarily have the of the soul, is what I call it. So I wouldn't necessarily take away, but there is a up. I will say, but in that you have to have it. They not just gonna choose you because you went to Berklee.
Okay, come on. That's what I want to talk about. So you just can't.
You got some people who play.
I got a diploma. What that mean?
That don't mean nothing.
I'm picking that person. Right.
Because you got some people who play light in the tail per se and don't got the Well, I call it the juice.
Yeah, the
Me
juice.
and my daddy call it the juice.
Yeah, the juice. Yeah.
And I'm just like, what intonation? I'm like, I need somebody who got some power.
Come on.
Let me go get my uncle them and play for me. I'll take them over it every day. But it's about the work ethic that you're putting in. Some people don't care that you graduated from Berklee. Some artists don't, for real.
Right, facts, right.
Yeah.
So what, before we continue to go on this journey with you, the first time I heard you, I was like, wow, she plays so aggressive. Is that coming from your dad? Hey, no, you better play. Is that him? Like, was he being Joe Jackson? He was he?
I'm not gonna say.
Was he being Joe Jackson? But where did you get that from?
So I always grew up around a lot of men coming up when I was playing. And I think it was one time,
great musicians such
as
you were so blessed.
My dad himself, my grandfather Charles Gardner, Keontae Mims, Dayton Everett, Chevis Ross, and plenty of more. Javario Smith. Look, we was in the same grade together coming up, so we was kind of getting some of the same training or whatever. But it was always like, when you play, I need to feel it. Like I need to feel you playing. I need to feel the vibration. And then I was just like, oh, Dad, it feel like you being hard on me. But then when you start seeing the effect of it, and then you listen to someone who might not quite have it, you appreciate it in the long run. And be like, I'm glad that I did spend the time playing aggressive. Well, not aggressive, but full. Let me just say that. But yeah, my daddy was hard on me, but I thank him for that, and I thank my mom for it too.
I feel like when a parent know that their kid has it, it's their duty to push them to the next. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to your family, kudos to your pops and your mother for that. That's what's up. Mike G in the building. Yes. So let's get back to Sarah Gardner. Who is Sarah Gardner? Like, who is she?
Sarah Gardner, me, myself, I am a melting pot of different genres and different expressions, and I like to relate to people who are young, and also like to relate to people middle-aged and old. That is what I cater to, because I like some of the old school stuff that I would hear, such as like the Isley Brothers or the Temptations, and then too I like the Drakes and the Scissors and all of that, and I try to find a way to where I can mesh all of that. And I love the Erykah Badu's too, and Jill Scott's, and I like to take all of those genres and mix them together and to relate to each individual person in the crowd.
Yeah, like
most
a big
definitely.
gumbo, like a gumbo.
Yes, a big a gumbo.
Yeah, because I was listening to you did great, by the way, this weekend.
Thank you so much.
Let the Good Time Road Festival. Shout out to Road Maker for having you on there. I was listening to your selections. I'm like, okay, the song list is very nice. You know what I'm saying? It was very befitting for that type of event. And I feel like any artist, any musician, you need to know your the atmosphere and also where you're going into. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's okay to change. Like, change up. You don't have to, even though some people, I want them to know who I am. I'm the artist. No, but sometimes you need to kind of, show them you. But then also, too, like you say, if it's some older people in the crowd, get them some Isley Brothers or some Temptations or something like that.
Exactly.
That right there, you just never know. That person that heard that might say, you know what, after the show, we need their number. We got something going on in 2 weeks, baby. Whatever you cost, we got you there.
Exactly.
But the ones that over here been dancing all day because you played scissor and they ain't gonna come to your daddy or or your manager and ask for anything. But it be those people like that. So you have to, you know what I'm saying, just be smart about, your song selection. You definitely do a great job. I've heard you a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? So that's dope that you was able to be there for that. Like that was a great experience. Just also the big stage, you know what I'm saying? Great lighting, all the good stuff. And it just looks great to just see a female up there leading with these awesome men behind her and your father. So how does it feel to have your father and your sister on stage with you?
Oh, that's so it's so fulfilling to me. And I'm just like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing everything, like all the work is paying off. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And to be there and then to see also my grandfather on the stage, he's like wow too. And just fulfilling like everyone's, how can I say, the dream that they have for this family. So like it's very fulfilling. And then I'm just like, I'm really up here just doing me. And like the same thing, like I said, when I had that dream back when I was 11 years old, and I'm like, I'm doing this. Yeah.
So your sister, does she play?
Yes, she does. Courtney play everything.
Oh, okay. So she jack of all trades too.
Yes.
I knew that. It was just something because I even saw her do the work the camera one time when I came to your dad had an event when he brought the organist came. I saw her working the camera, and I'm like, okay, I see it. So then when I saw on stage, I didn't know what she was doing until like, oh, okay, so she running the tracks and things like that. So she plays everything too.
Oh yeah, Courtney, she plays saxophone, she plays drums, she plays keys, she produces, she write. Oh, and she a rapper too.
What?
I'm gonna throw it out there. Yeah.
Are you serious?
She does it all. Courtney is the brains, and I like shout out to my sister 4-5. Courtney, I love you. Thank you so much for everything that you do to help your big sister look good. Yeah.
So what's the age difference between y'all?
6 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow. That's what's up. So you telling me that she pushes you to reach your level of professional.
She'll tell me. She said, that wasn't right. Go back and do that. I'm like, all right.
So she the perfectionist.
Yeah.
Even though you're a perfectionist, but she.
Yeah.
But I believe that's something that you need, especially from a family.
Right.
That, you know what? Yeah. No, I want us all to look good.
She don't only be on me. She be on the band members. You missed that note. That was a half step off. That girl has perfect pitch. Wow. Perfect pitch. She'd be like, nope, that's wrong. Yeah. And nope, get it right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So are y'all going to tag team and do something together where y'all both playing a sax, or is she on the drums, or?
Oh, most definitely. It's coming.
Okay, because I mean, definitely. That sister duo. I mean, that could be something different,
right?
You know what I'm saying? To see two sisters, you know what I'm saying, coming together and doing it. So I can't wait to see that. So I see that you got over here. Appreciate you for my gifts, guys. I got gifts today, huh? Appreciate the gifts. I love it. I love the color. So this is your new single or app or EP? What is this? EP
That was
album?
my single that
So
I
it's a
released.
single. Okay.
Yep.
So it's a single. So what's the name of your single?
It is called Justin Scott. So the name behind it is dedicated to my late guitarist Justin Scott, who passed away. And on the beginning of the song, you would hear him playing. So I dedicated it to him.
Oh wow.
And his family.
Wow.
Yep.
So how many singles do you have?
So I have more coming. I
Okay.
have a whole
So
album.
this is your first official single?
Yes, that's my first official single.
First official.
Yes.
Wow, and you shouted out your friend. Wow, that's dope.
Yep.
That's very humble. Like seriously, most time when people, this is all about me, baby. I need my face on the front. Nobody else. So that's what's up that you dedicated that to him.
Yes.
Wow. So he definitely was a great friend of you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He was big uncle to me.
Yeah.
He sold a lot into me.
Mm-hmm.
And on the rest of the album, you'll hear him playing on there too. And also on A Change Is Gonna Come, he was playing the guitar. When you could hear the tracks in the background, that was him playing. So yeah. So he definitely, like I had to. I was like, name it out to Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So this is your first single. So you say you have some more coming.
Yes, a whole album coming.
Okay, whole album coming.
Yes.
So
yes.
is this already in the works? You've been in the studio grinding.
Yes.
So any features that you can tell us about?
Ooh, it may be a secret. It's a secret some
right
big names.
So some big names.
Some big names on there. But stay tuned.
I just want. Can I come and play the tambourine or something?
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
I just want one credit.
Oh yeah, we got you.
Just get the tambourine. Yeah, that was me on Sarah. Yeah, that was me right there. That was me. Yeah, I played the tambourine. I got my love. I just wanted one credit. You know what I'm saying? Just that's all I needed. That's what's up. So it's secretive. It's top shelf. What they say? G14 classified.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Some G14 class. I love it. So
but I will say we got Shreveport home musicians on there too. I can't do it without home. I'm so thankful for my home base and for the influence and what they put into me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to give back to them.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I never forget where I come from.
Mm-hmm. So what was your big break when you was like, wow, I'm on a big stage, but you wasn't Sarah Gardner, so you was able to just, you know what, this is my, oh wow, I'm playing with, so who was your first artist that you got to just?
Ooh, that was at the age of 11 is when I played. I played drums actually. It was for Lester Baker.
Yeah,
I
was
played for him.
Yeah,
he said,
come on,
look,
Mr. Juicy.
Yeah, you're Mr. Juicy.
Yeah. Oh wow.
He was he was like, I got Sarah, and my daddy had me up in there, and I had to study for the drum. Like I had a drum solo. I forgot the name of the song, but I know how it sound. And he was like, my dad's like, you better get this right. You gonna be on a big stage. I'm sitting there nervous. I'm like, yes, sir. I spent 5 hours in the booth. I never forget the day before. Talking about sweating.
And also too, before you said you was also blessed to have a father that is a producer and things like that. So you was able to have a basic music room where you can go to and shed all day, produce and things like that. So that's one thing is a blessing to have a father that's a musician that understand.
Right.
So that's my 2.0. So I'm gonna make sure that what I didn't have, they have. Yep. And shout out to you, Mike G, real talk, man, for being a great father, man, because we don't have many fathers that want to invest in their child, you know what I'm saying, in that way, and also to even give them what they didn't have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, kudos to you, bro. Most def. So yeah. That's awesome that you was, you said 11 years old?
I was 11 years old.
11 years old playing? So who was the artist? Who was the artist you played?
It was Lester Baker.
Okay, Lester Baker. And then, after Lester Baker, who you had?
And then I played for Vicky Baker.
Okay.
And then I think I think it was one time we had went on another gig, and it was something for B.B. King. I got a chance to meet him, and he signed my sticks.
Wow.
Yes.
And how was that?
Amazing. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
And then I also used to be running around here too when my dad used to play for Windstorm. I would see them all the time, and it just, I guess I was listening to all the music they was playing and then intaking it, and people not knowing, child gonna pick up everything they hear, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Yeah, fact. So I'm very biased because when I tell you we have some dope musicians here, and I tell you, like, we can really compete with anybody in the world.
Definitely. Oh, most
like,
definitely.
So you feel like that too?
Oh, yes.
And it's like, you know, you go to like I go to New York and I go to different spots that have live music, and I be like, yeah, I mean, y'all cool. You know, I mean, y'all rocking. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, y'all don't understand. Oh man, I got somebody that will run circles around you. Especially when I saw you, I was like, bro, I got this kid. You know what I'm saying? In Shreveport will blow your socks off, sir. What are you doing? But it's like, man, us here, people in Shreveport don't understand how great of people that we have it, man. Y'all sometimes I feel like they take us for granted.
I was just gonna say the same
you know what I'm saying?
thing.
It's like,
you can't
man,
take it for granted.
We get out and we got our practice, we got our click tracks, we got this, and we sound professional. But y'all look at us and be like, well, then y'all go out of town. Oh my God!
Yeah, you come back here,
and y'all like no. So it be just shocking, like, because on Mondays we play. It's me, Bubba, Sir Pat, sometimes Jamil. That's an all-star. That's an all-star band.
Yeah. Oh,
and y'all get this every Monday.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And we playing for these people. And it's like, when we get done playing, some of them be just in awe because they hear a great rock, but then some of them be just be, oh, okay. And not realizing.
What you're actually witnessing.
Y'all don't know what y'all witnessing up in here today. Y'all don't know who, like, the quality that y'all have on this stage. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, sometimes we just take it for granted because when you go out of town, sometimes it ain't like that.
No, it's not. I'll definitely tell you that.
It's just something about our sound. It's something about our.
It's the soul.
Yeah. It's different. Right. Like we're built different when it comes to, and I don't know, the Shreveport, man. It's like we don't get much recognition like we should. That's why I'm thankful for having a platform like this too. Talk to people like you. You know what I'm saying? So people gonna know that yes, we have female drummers and producers here in the city, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely advocate for females, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, shout out to my friend Eden. She's a drummer. She just moved down here. She drums for, y'all definitely got to meet. She's the drummer for, what's his name? Twister. Oh, the rapper Twister.
Oh, yeah.
So she travels and things like that, and she does. So yeah, y'all definitely got to meet. So like seeing her, like Charmaine, she plays for TK Soul. You know what I'm saying? He has a all girl band now. Yep. So and also too, let's go to Beyonce.
Yep.
You know, and so y'all doing your thing. Y'all really are doing y'all thing. I remember. I think I was probably like 10th grade, and when we was in Church of God in Christ, I used to go to AIM every year. So during AIM time, it was more of the young crowd. So we even had these two girls that played. One played the bass, the other one played the drums. Oh. All right, so they stuck out like a sore thumb because they remind me of you. They was aggressive, just like that. I know they had to be around some bros. They had to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they stuck out like a sore thumb. Then they brought another female that played the keys. She killing, you know what I'm saying? So now they had a little band, like a little female band in the Church of God in Christ. When you know anything dealing with Church of God, most you're gonna have men playing the organ, guitar, whatever. So when they came, they stuck out like a sore thumb. So then here you go. Here I am in Coachella. Beyonce about to perform. Yep. All right. Here I see that girl again on the bass. No, she was she the drummer. Oh, she was the drummer. Joy.
Oh yeah.
So it's amazing. I saw her when she first started, like just coming out, like she was probably 13.
Right.
And to see her continue to move, and then she get the opportunity to play for Beyonce. And she's the one that everybody, if you've seen the video, she's the one on the snare. She plays, before it starts. She's the first person you see before a Beyonce show comes on. And that brought me so much joy. Like, dang, I know that person. I saw when they first started, you know what I'm saying? So I've always been an advocate for women musicians, and especially women musicians, like they say they play like the brothers. Right. You know what I'm saying? You play like a dude, you know what that mean? Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely love to see that. So What's the next stop? What's the next step? What's the next journey for you? What you got going?
So currently next month I'll be the special artist for Yazzie Theater
Come on,
Performing
yes.
Arts.
All right.
It'll be July 26th.
Okay, cool.
I'll be playing there, and I have a couple of more stops out of town.
Okay, out of town.
coming
Get
up.
out of town money.
So yeah, we got a lot in store, and shout out to my team. I'm so thankful for y'all. Shout out to my manager Fred Moss.
Come
Shout
on.
out to Orlando Thompson.
Yes.
He's one of the ones who helped Matthew Whitaker.
Yes, come on.
My
Shout 'em
sister
out.
Courtney Gardner, my
Yes.
dad, and shout out to all the musicians who
Yes.
play with me. Bubba Chris Washington,
Come on.
Keontae Mims, Javario, Adonis Brown.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all so much.
Yeah. And then when I saw your crew, I was like, oh wow. Okay, interesting. Because I was very, very dope to see Adonis playing
Yeah.
with Bubba and Keontae, you know what I'm saying, and Vario. So that was dope to see him even getting up, because I remember when he was starting to get on and gigging so down. It's
Yeah.
dope to even see him.
Actually,
Yeah.
me and him grew up together coming up in Yazzie.
Okay,
We both
okay,
played in the
yeah.
ensembles together.
See, that's what I'm
And-
talking about.
Yeah.
Sticking together.
And
yeah.
he's super fluent too in jazz. He went to UMKC,
Okay.
jazz school in Kansas City, Missouri.
Wow, see,
So, yeah.
you never known that because he's so quiet.
Right.
So quiet,
When we
dude.
come out,
Very humble
yeah.
guy. You know what I'm saying? He's
Uh-huh.
played for us when we need him to come through on Mondays and play. So
Yeah.
and he's holding. He hold it down. So yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, for
Dope.
sure.
Awesome. So before we get up out of here, what advice would you give to a female out there that's looking right now at this podcast and you'd be like, you know what? Since I seen you, I really want to take this seriously. Give them some advice.
I would say keep your head held high. Don't let nobody deter you. Let the naysayers go. You keep doing you. And then you write down what you want to do. Have a plan, outline it. I promise you it will come to pass. And then you'll see yourself in places that you never would have thought. And you got this. Remember this. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it, most definitely.
Y'all heard it from her. All right, so what I have, every time I have someone come on my set for Music City Podcast, I have them to sign my bass, one of my bass heads, guy who play drums. So I have all type of people that have been on here. So since we are
Awesome.
on the second season, I started changing the color from blue and red. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, so this is the second season of Music City Podcast, and we got Miss Sarah Gardner. So yeah, just go ahead and put your John Hancock and yes, sign your life away. No, I'm just playing. Come on. Yeah, I forgot to get the picture.
Hey.
And, yeah. Yes, come on. That's what I'm talking about. But once again, how can they follow you, Sarah?
You can follow me on Sarah Music Gardner on Instagram, Sarah Gardner on Facebook, and Sarah Music Gardner on Facebook again, Sarah Music Gardner on TikTok. And those are all of my social medias.
So when can we hear the for the EP?
Oh, it's coming super
coming
soon. Super soon.
So yeah, so y'all just tap in.
Yeah,
y'all
most
continue to
definitely.
follow her so y'all can know when the EP. But yeah, y'all need to get the single, right? How can they get the single?
Oh, it's on all
Come
streaming
on. All
platforms.
platforms. Come on, talk
But you
about
got
it.
the hard copy. You know, that's the best one.
You hear me? Hey, you know what? It's so crazy. I'm definitely gonna take it. See, but I'm gonna put this on.
Oh,
somewhere
yeah,
on my-
yeah.
So it's always on my set. So yeah, I love it because you the first person to bring me something.
Yeah, you still
Why
gotta
y'all don't
have-
be bringing me nothing?
Still gotta have a CD.
You know. I mean, I've done had some everybody on here. Miss Vicky, I need some from you. Luster, I've done had y'all on here last season. Y'all didn't bring me nothing, no T-shirt or nothing. Hey, anybody else that come on Music City Podcast, y'all bring me some. Let's start this so I can fill this up with dope stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I like how Tiny Desk is.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how Tiny Desk, like anytime they leave something there. If you go to I love to watch Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah.
They leave something at the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to do on my set, like on Music City Podcast. I want for people to leave something. You know, I would definitely love to keep that up, but you gotta you gotta take that with you. But yes, y'all need to check her out on all her social medias, on YouTube as well. You got a YouTube channel, right?
Oh, yes, I do. Sarah Gardner.
Yeah, so
Yep.
y'all can check her out. When I tell you she can play. She can play. So are you going to start since you do know how to play every instrument, are you going to start like, you know what, let me do a flute song or something like that, or oboe song? Like, are you going to start to tap into those instruments?
Oh, most definitely. Like, even like on some of the stuff that's on my album and stuff of me playing, like little stuff in the background, little selling, be like, okay, you indulging and you know, getting more comfortable with it. So most definitely.
So outside of drumming, because that's I know you can play the drums, and I definitely know you can play the sax. What's the next thing? You know what? If I ain't had no drums here, dang, I'm a sax, but they just want to hear something. And I'm good at the instrument. What would that next instrument be?
Bass guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can play the bass guitar?
Yeah, I can play bass.
Even with them nails on?
No, not with these on. I had to take
You
these
gotta take them
things.
off. Well, let's see now. Them look professional. Them don't look like them lead press on. them look like them been at the yin yang dong yang bang yang. You went to them and you got them done. So you just can't just take them off. So why you see you come from Berklee? You need to learn. They should have taught you how to play in nails.
Oh no,
that should have been one of the tests.
See the thing
as a
about
female, you're gonna have to learn how to play with nails.
That's what they should have. The nails though, it's gonna have like a little tingy sound, and that's irritating. So you got to pop the nails off.
Okay, you got to.
You got to.
So when last time you played the bass?
Last week.
Oh, okay.
Last Saturday. Yeah, I actually took 2 different classes while I was at Berklee. I took advantage. You know, I'm gonna learn everything.
Yes,
I sat in.
You might as well.
I'm
here.
Right, exactly.
I'm far away from home too.
To meet Victor Wooten, John Patitucci, and Steve Bailey is over the bass department at the school. So then I took my dad a bass. He didn't have a bass. Well, no, he did. He had this other one. Because I'm not taking that huge work. And I got a chance to get the basses signed by all 3 of them, and got a chance to get my dad to talk to Victor on a couple of different occasions, and I got different pictures and stuff. They're some of the most humble, kindest people that you will ever meet. And they always say, remain humble and keep doing what you're doing. And they said, Victor told me, he said, you listen to your father, okay? I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir, most definitely. So, yeah. But I got a chance to take 2 semesters. I took my first semester with David Clark. And then the second guy I took was Christopher Laughlin. And he played Faith Evans, Stevie J, Brian McKnight, you name it. He was like, girl, what you doing up in this classroom? He talking about, you don't even know how to do it. He was like, you already know how to do it. I was like, no, but I want to learn the technique and all of the, the aspects of it. But it was a great experience.
So that'd be the next instrument, be the bass.
Oh, yeah.
So what is it about the bass? What is it?
I just like the thump that I feel in it, and it's the foundation, and you need to know the foundation, especially when you're trying to tell somebody how to play something, and you have to transpose, because on that instrument it's totally different. But then you get to bass, I'm like, I need you to play it this way. I want it this feel, a dot, a do, like I want to feel it. So I want to be able to articulate and tell somebody what I want when they're playing with me.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. All they can sing and play. That's it. Gotta give them that dance. Even it's so crazy. Like I remember when my dad's a pastor, so I remember growing up, like I was already playing the drums. So my oldest brother, all right, well, I'm gonna put you on keys. I'm like, well, I want to play keys too. Yeah. Nah, continue to play drums. And that was one thing that like just I kind of envied, because me, I only because during that era, you know what I'm saying, like I was the only drummer, so I had to continue to play the drums. I was always a drummer. I could never get off the drums to even try to play the bass, try to play the guitar, but I've always loved those instruments, and I just felt that it was always just too late to learn. And I feel like it's never too late to learn anything, but where I'm at now, it's like, man, it would be a task too, because I still want to learn how to play the bass and guitar.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even to play the piano, like, and I know that if I just knew how to, because me singing it and then now I can play it on the
I'd
be like, Bubba, I'm coming. I'm coming for y'all. I'm for take y'all gigs. I'm coming for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You most definitely can do it though, if you have the willpower. Because I remember, man, they had me to play the recorder, and I had to play the recorder the full range of the recorder. And I'm just like,
I remember the recorder.
What? In tornado?
They don't even do that. I don't even think they even do that for kids anymore.
Man.
I think, was it 6th grade or something? You learn how to play the...
Like 5th, 6th grade, something like that.
You play the recorder, you know what I'm saying? I know you got me. You had to buy it, but it was like, what, $20, $30 or like that? You know what I'm saying? But... everybody played it.
Yeah, you had to.
Everybody played recorder.
But I was like, the full range. I didn't even know this thing had a chroma. They'd be like, oh, these do your hand and put the tongue. I'm like, this ain't working.
I wonder why they never really made. I wonder why they never really made the recorder like a official instrument. Like I've never seen anybody like gigging like, oh, pull out my recorder and play for y'all right quick.
Probably most definitely like in other countries.
Okay, so in other countries.
But like. The name, and it's probably a much more professional instrument. I don't know the name, so don't quote me on it.
Yeah.
But they definitely do have instruments that do sound like that probably you'll hear in like different ensembles. Like for it's like a movie track or something, you hearing something in the background. But I think they definitely need to bring back the recorder, because playing a recorder can actually help you learn how to play an instrument like that one, the saxophone. Right. You'll find some similarities and even things
like
with
the clarinet.
Yeah, the clarinet is basically like same thing.
Yeah, right. Facts, right. Yeah,
most definitely. Yeah.
I remember when I was in band, I wanted to, because I was a drummer already. I didn't want to play snare. I wanted I wanted to really push myself. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play something else. So mine was tenor sax. I played tenor sax.
Break it back out. Do a duet. Do. Come on, break it back out.
I probably can. I think I still remember the scale. You know?
Yeah.
I think
It'll come back.
Remember. Yeah, but I just remember like just even playing out like, because I tried to play the trumpet. I couldn't. My lips couldn't.
Look, I feel the same way about French horn.
I couldn't get it out, and I was so bad because I really wanted to play trombone because my brother played trombone.
Yeah.
Still, I couldn't.
The buzzing.
I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. So I was like, you know what? Let me try the sax. So I just fell in love with the tenor sax, and yes, I was first chair.
Hey.
So yes. So in my middle school days, I did play. But when I got to Evangel, I was a football guy. So
gotcha.
I had to let it go, because when you go to Evangel and you playing football, that's your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's nothing else. Even off season, like that's just that's what you do. So I had to, but I really hate that I did drop it. I wish I would have just kept, like, you know, not playing in a band at school, but still playing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I'm not at school and playing, because I probably would be somewhere else right now.
Yeah.
But I would have another skill. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't want me for drums? Oh, okay, cool. I play my sax.
Right.
You play sax? Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, I might get back into. I might pick it back up. You know, I did have a nice little tone. You know, I was. Now reading music, Jesus. Ooh,
Oh, you can do it.
That's so foreign to me now.
No,
so
it's not.
foreign.
You just say every good boy does fine. Just remember that on the lines.
What is it?
Every good boy does fine.
Every good boy does fine.
And then in the spaces is face.
Okay, so before we leave, because I never asked anybody, and I hardly really I think you might be the first. You might be the first musician, because most people, you know, they sing that's been on here, but they can't play other things. But you actually a musician. Where did they come with these numbers? Going to 2, going to 3. Where did that come from?
So
when did it start? Like I remember back in the day, it was, hey, give me an A. You know, they actually B flat. No, B flat, boy, B flat. Now it's a 2, give me 3, 4.
Yeah.
On the 4, drop it on the 5. So what did that come from?
So the number system, it's, of course, it's the scales of whichever kind of tune, if they're playing in major, minor, pentatonic, or whatever.
Okay.
But the numbers is because you have people who transpose on bass. And they may transpose to A flat on the bass, but the standard tune is B natural, or either E if they're on a 4-string. So they have to do the number system, because you don't know what that person is tuned to. But then it also can make it easier for turnarounds and stuff like that. But I feel like using a number system, it's useful, but it can also be abusive at the same time, because you have people who don't learn the music. and you just sitting there substituting different things and using a number system, which I think that's a cop-out. But if you're using it to help, like somebody who's just coming in, okay, so be it. But if you were lazy and you did not go and learn the music yourself, shame on you. But yeah.
Okay. I got you on that. I definitely got you. So, okay. Now I know now. So guys, y'all stop using that. Y'all do it right. Be right. Don't like you said. Don't abuse the number.
Yeah,
system.
don't abuse it. Like I can see if you substitute something every now and then and being like, oh, we're gonna do a half step, go to this number or something like that. Before it's like you just using it as a cop out, like not to play the music correctly, and you got somebody just like basically spoon feeding you everything. Bye.
Y'all heard it from Sarah. Y'all stop all that. Let's do it right. So tell us again, how can they follow you before we leave?
You can follow me at Sarah Music Gardner on Instagram, on TikTok, and Sarah Music Gardner on Facebook, and also Sarah Gardner on Facebook. And those are all of my social medias, and also on YouTube, Sarah Music Gardner too. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. Sarah G in the building. Thank you so much for coming in
for having me.
and hanging out on Music City Podcast. When I tell you, I reach out to Fred. I reached out to your dad. I was like, but I've been so busy with a lot of things. But I was telling him, hey, I got to get you. And then when I saw you, listen, you got me on my podcast. So I'm thankful for y'all having a speedy to come up here when I did that. So thank you for coming through. This means a lot to me and the staff of NAR Multimedia Group, also to Music City Podcast. We thank you for being on here. And anytime that you need us, we're there. I definitely got to have you back on to talk about this album.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Also, too, get with your dad. We might can have a listening party up here or something.
Thank you for having me.
I have a great space that I definitely want to do things like that, listening parties, book signings, more intimate stuff. So yeah, I definitely got to get with your dad and Fred and see if we can, do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll sponsor it and we, have a great time. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. So again, y'all continue to follow Sarah Gardner. She's doing some major things in our city and abroad. I need y'all to tap in. Also too, she got some music.
Yes.
She got music, y'all. She professional with a thing now. She's a recording artist, huh? She's a recording artist, so she has Just in Scott.
Yep.
Correct? Just in Scott. So y'all get this. I can't wait to hear it. I got a hard copy, but I'll definitely be playing it. Got Spotify, so I'm definitely going to be. But I got a hard copy, y'all. So this what means a lot. Oh, you got to sign this one, too.
Got you.
Here you go. Hold on one more. Yeah, you got to sign both of these before you get out. Sign. I'm official, y'all. You're official when you get someone to sign it. That's official right there. Awesome. It don't matter. It don't matter. Front, back, whatever. Side to side. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Y'all continue to follow Sarah G. Thank you for the Gardner family. Thank you for Pops being here today. And thanks for Sister being here. I can't wait to get her on here one day. Cause I know she's gonna be doing some great things. Yeah. I can't wait. And also because you produce music too as well.
Yes,
right?
I do.
So yeah, so she's a jack of all trades. She can put that down and get into that lab. So y'all support the Gardner family. If y'all need them, they're there. They do some incredible music. I've heard a lot of their music. The dope family. So shout out to the Gardner family again. We giving y'all flowers. You're awesome. Continue to do what you do.
Much.
Continue to do what you do and stay humble. Seriously, stay humble and just listen to your father. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, he ain't gonna steer you wrong. And I feel like that you have been listening to him. That's the reason why you at this on this platform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So kudos to you.
Continue
to do what you do. I'm excited. I can't wait to hear you. I can't wait to hear the EP. It's gonna be dope. And like I say, anytime you need me, I'm here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Hey, this is your brother T-Vocal, the host. We are in the building today with Sarah Gardner. Come on. So I need y'all to like, share, subscribe. I need y'all to continue to follow her and see what else she got going on, because it is festival season. So she might be at another festival near you. So y'all continue to just, hey, have your boots on the ground and y'all check out and see what she got going on. Much love to y'all. This is your brother T-Vocal, host, Music City Podcast, and we up out of here. Peace.